Shabbat Shalom, Meshpuka. You've been warned concerning this message. You should not click on this message if you do not want to be responsible for what you are about to hear. This is the iniquity of Canaan. Most of our people are committing the iniquity of Canaan, and they have no idea. Canaan's seed, we were told not to take a wife from the seed of Canaan. Don't give our daughters to their sons, because their seed was to be uprooted out of the earth. What is it that Canaan did? What is the iniquity of Canaan? And why is it most of our people are committing the iniquities of Canaan? The Most High told us, let everyone. He's not talking only to Yasharah. He said, let everyone deliver himself. Let everyone go back to their land. Let everyone go back to their own people. Go back to their own people. Go back to their own land. So you originally have a land from your people. Are you committing the iniquity of Canaan? All right. We saw Genesis 9 and 24 and 25 when Noah woke up from his wine and he said to Canaan, cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brother. He cursed Canaan. And this curse caused all the seed of Canaan to be uprooted out of the earth. And Canaan will become an example for us today. The Most High wants us to know this covenant that was made. Our people are not teaching this covenant. Christianity don't teach this covenant. So we don't know about this covenant that was made and how this covenant is in effect until the day of judgment. This is what we're going to see. This covenant is in effect until the day of judgment. We don't know anything about this covenant. This is Jubilees 22, 20 and 20 through 22. This is, be aware. This is Abraham talking to Yahuah. Be aware, my son Yahuah, of taking a wife from the seed of the daughter of Canaan. For all his seed is to be rooted out of the earth. None of them. None born righteous. None. All of their seed is to be rooted out of the earth because of one man. Because of one man. We have to get this. What one man did affected everyone that came from him. For the owing of the transgression of Ham, Canaan erred, and all his seed shall be destroyed from off the earth, and all the residue of, and none springing from him shall be saved on the day of judgment. Anyone that came from Canaan will not be saved on the day of judgment. The baby was born. This is a baby. The baby died, miscarriage. The baby didn't live long. And they are saying none of his seed shall be saved on the day of judgment. This is something we have to understand. None saved. You mean to tell me none saved? Not even the babies? None saved on the day of judgment. And as for all the worshipers of idols, look, they're living wicked also. And the profane, why? Because the Most High has nothing to do with them. They have nothing to do with the Most High. So they're worshiping whatever. There should be no hope for them. No hope in the land of the living. There is no hope for them in the land of the living. And there shall be no remembrance of them on the earth. For they shall descend into Sheol. This group of people will descend into Sheol because of this iniquity. What did they do? And into the place of condemnation shall they go. As the children of Sodom were taken away from the earth, so will all those who worship idols be taken away. So we're seeing here, none of them being delivered, none being saved, none. All of them going to Sheol. Jubilees 9, 14 and 15. Thus the sons, here is the covenant. Thus the sons of Noah, here is what our people don't get. This is the teaching that our people do not get. And thus the sons of Noah divided unto their sons in the presence of Noah, their father. They did this in the presence of Noah, their father, and he bound them all. He did. Noah, their authority, bound them all by an oath, imprecating a curse on everyone that sought to seize the portion that with not had fallen unto him. So you see here, by his lot, if this portion of land didn't come to you and you take this land, a curse will come upon you. And they all said, so be it. So be it. This was the covenant for themselves and their sons forever. See, this covenant was forever throughout their generations until the day of judgment. This covenant is still in effect. There was a covenant made. We weren't here. Those seeds of Canaan, they weren't here when they were born in the land of Canaan. They weren't here when this was made. They weren't even born when Canaan and his children's children gave birth. They wasn't born, but it affected them. And this oath affects all of us today. Some of us are where we're supposed to be. Most of us are not where we're supposed to be. If you from Shem, are you in the land of Shem? If you from Ham, are you in the land of Ham? If you from Japheth, are you in the land of Japheth? If not, you are breaking this everlasting oath, on which Yahuah shall judge them with a sword and with fire. See, the Most High is coming with a judgment, with the sword and with fire, for all their uncleanness, unclean wickedness, and their errors. You error, not knowing the scripture. Our people error, not knowing scripture, wherewith they have filled the earth with transgression and uncleanness and fornication and iniquity. When we don't know the Most High, we commit iniquity. So our people don't know nothing about this. The Most High is putting before you, there has been a covenant made between the sons of Noah, and that none are to break this covenant, and anyone breaking this covenant, them and their seed will be uprooted out of the earth. And on the day of judgment, you will not receive life. Shaul. That's why we say those that don't come out of Babylon, and they've heard the call, they from Shem, they from Japheth, they from Ham, they don't come out of these lands. You see, we're seeing the Most High going to honor this. If you know about it. You know about it. See, you clicked on this video. Now you know about it. And you know this covenant is existing and alive and well today. And if you continue to break this covenant just because you clicked on this video, Shaul will be your residing place for eternity. Jubilees 10:28 through 34. And Ham and his sons went to the land which he was to occupy, which he acquired as his portion in the land of the south. And Canaan saw the land of Lebanon and the river of Egypt, to the river of Egypt, that it was very good. And he went not into the land of his inheritance, to the west, that is, to the sea, and he dwelt in the land of Lebanon, eastward and westward, from the border of Jordan and from the border of the sea. So we see him dwelling where he shouldn't be dwelling. And Ham, his father, and Cush, and Mitzrayim, his brothers, they said to him, they saw him committing this iniquity, breaking the oath that they had said, so be it, we will do it. You have settled in a land which is not yours, and which did not fall to us by lot. Do not do so. Don't do this. For if you do this, you and your sons will fall in the land and be accursed through sedition. For by sedition you have settled, and by sedition will your children fall. See, this affected his children. This has affected everyone that came after him. And you shall be rooted out forever. You shall be rooted out forever. Once again, Why isn't it? We don't hear about this. Why we don't know about this? Verse 31. Dwell not in the dwelling of Shem. They're trying to give him a word here and telling him, don't you dwell in the dwelling of Shem. This is the land of Shem. For to Shem and his sons did it come by their lot. Cursed are you, and cursed shall you be beyond all the sons of Noah. By the curse which we are bound. Look. See, they were bound. We bound ourselves by an oath in the presence of a Kadash judge and in the presence of Noah, our father. So they made this oath in the midst of a Kadash judge. Yahuah knew of this oath. Yahuah still honors this oath today. Yes, until the day of judgment. That's what Abraham said. But he did not hearken unto, look at this. He did not hearken unto them and dwelt in the land of Lebanon from Hamath to the entering of Egypt. He and his sons until this day. So they resided there until this day. And for this reason, the land is named Canaan. And we understand. Now we understand why the Most High told them when they go into the land of Canaan. He told Joshua and those mighty men, when you go into the land of Canaan, utterly destroy the Canaanites. Utterly destroy. He meant for their seed to be uprooted out of the earth, and that's just what happened. None of Canaan's seed is in the earth today. So here is your word. If you are from Ham and you're not found in the land of Ham, on the day of judgment, Shaul will be your home. If you from Shem and you're not found in where you're supposed to be, if you from Japheth, you're not found where you're supposed to be, these people will be in trouble. There was an oath that was made. The Most High honors this oath. It was made in his presence. Noah put a stamp of approval on it. The Most High put a stamp of approval, and this oath still stands till this day. And so the Most High wants his people to understand, you're committing the iniquity of Canaan. And when everything goes down, you're found in these lands, Shaul will be your home. Make sure we understand this. Make sure we know what the Most High is saying. Regardless of what anyone says, this covenant still stands till this day. So you are responsible. On the day of judgment, when you stand before this Kadash judge, the Jubilee is talking about, you stand before this Kadash judge, you can't say, I didn't know about this covenant. That's why I say you shouldn't have clicked on this video. See, I know about this covenant. My family know about this covenant. And anyone listening to this video, you can't say on the day of judgment, I didn't know about this covenant. You can say I didn't believe the covenant, but that's not going to be good enough. You know about this covenant, and now you are responsible. You are responsible for what you're hearing. And this is not coming from me. This is coming from the scripture. This covenant was made before we were born, long before we were born. Any of us living today. And these camps know of this covenant, but they refuse to bring it out because it put them in a position. They have to tell their people, we have to get out of this land and go back to our land. Go back to the land of Shem. The ones within the borders, you understand why we're in the borders? No longer are we committing the iniquity of Canaan. We didn't know of this iniquity of Canaan. Now we know, and so we're in the borders, and we will not, the righteous will not look back and go back into Babylon, no matter how rough or how bad things get. We choose to stay where the Most High wants us to stay. This is the iniquity of Canaan. You are responsible. You shouldn't have clicked on this video. You were warned. So no longer are we going to commit the iniquity of Canaan. Shabbat Shalom.